Gung-ho reaction, a topic taboo. Hey there, kids, it's Folie.
Amy, I can't tell you how proud I am of you right now.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Because I didn't even have to say, wait. We have to be quiet for 5 seconds.
I did it. This is the first time I've done it without, starting to giggle or looking at you and, yeah.
And me having to go, shh, 5 seconds.
That's true.
We're learning.
We're learning and growing.
It is so true. And that is exactly what we want.
Yeah.
In life and in this podcast.
And love.
And happiness.
Yes. And it's a Friday night.
Yeah.
And it's been a long freaking week.
It has been a long week for the both of us.
Yes. Tears have been shed.
Mm-hmm.
And crimes have been committed.
Yeah, unfortunately. Hearts have been broken.
And mended. And I gave Melody a super gross drink.
You did, but I am persevering, Amy.
Yeah.
I am going to drink that drink because you know what? I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because it makes me tipsy.
This is our first tipsy episode.
It is. Welcome.
Welcome to Folie Do.
Welcome to Folie Tipsy.
Tipsy edition.
I've had a glass of wine.
With a screw top. Do not ask me to bring drinks.
Oh, no. They were both disgusting. No, the wine actually was delicious. But whatever this, let's see.
I think the thing is I'm the only person in the world who likes grapefruit.
No, I like grapefruit. And remember the trick that I taught you about the grapefruit in the oven? Did you ever do it?
No.
Remember, you cut the grapefruit in half, and sprinkle a little bit of raw sugar on it, put it in that oven, and then you scoop it out, and you eat it like the heaven that it is.
You know what terrifies me about that, though? What? Is it already will spray when you stick your fork or spoon into it, and now it's spraying molten grapefruit liquid into your eyes.
It actually kind of makes it easier. You know, the warmth, I guess, from the oven, I don't know what it does scientifically. I'm not a scientist.
Who cares? If it works, it works.
It works. It makes it a lot easier for you to scoop out. I don't know if it breaks down some kind of particle in the grapefruit.
Does it taste less bitter?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is it like pie?
It is not like pie. But it's really good. Like, you wouldn't think of a fruit being warm being really good, but it is so good.
Well, pie is fruity and warm.
Oh, that's true.
And my underwear.
What?
My meow undies. What?
And my underwear is fruity or warm. Which one were you going for?
I was going for both.
Oh, okay. Oh, because of me.
They've got that nice little lattice design.
It's White Claw Hard Seltzer. And here's the thing. I'm not a fan of seltzer water either. Okay. I've never really liked soda, anything like that's bubbly.
Weird.
It makes me, and I'm going to go ahead and apologize right now. It makes me gassy. Not in the tootle region, but in the burple region.
The facial?
The facial. I like it when Amy drinks because then she becomes more on my level. On my normal level.
I didn't even notice. I feel like I'm becoming more brilliant.
So do I. So then I feel like I'm more on your level.
Oh.
When in reality, you're coming down to my level. And who knows how far I'm going down.
You guys are going to have to tell us after you listen to this.
Yeah.
Or maybe when we listen to it on Monday and go, oh,
what did we do?
Good God.
This will be where I call you back in to re-record again. Re-record.
Now this is episode 7, right?
I believe it's episode 7. Okay. We had the crazy blunder last week. Is that right? When our microphones...
We ran all over town.
So we had a mini episode within a full episode. So it was kind of like 2 mini episodes.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. We smushed them together. And that was full episode number 6, mini episode number 3.
It was so fun.
It was so fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
But it threw off our numbering system.
It threw
which was
everything
already
off.
Incredibly shaky.
Yep. You thought that our last mini episode, which we posted, yesterday?
Yeah.
In this time.
Was third. No, fourth.
You thought it was third. It was actually fourth.
Yeah.
They don't care. Now. I can see them being like, in my...
Move along.
Shut up. We don't care. We can look at it on our phones. It's episode 7.
Tell us. Yeah, because they've already seen that it's episode 7.
Yeah, they know. We figured it out by the time they've listened.
This is the future.
We are coming to you from the future.
Or from the past.
Actually, from the past. From the past / hopeful future.
In which we hope.
That we are alive.
She's going dark. We're talking... I brought us way down before we even started.
Oh, yeah. Me too. We were like... Man, if we'd have been recording for the conversation that we had before...
It would have been interesting.
It would have been interesting, and people would have probably thought that we were mildly depressive.
Yeah, but really, we're super happy.
Actually, you know what? We should be. Like, there's no reason why some of the stuff that goes on, why we shouldn't be depressed.
Exactly. It's a normal, healthy reaction. If you're not depressed by certain things, then...
You're effed up in your head.
Yeah, you're either heavily medicated or you should be.
Yeah.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I pushed the X.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that when you're recording, just FYI. It stops everything.
I think X's are typically bad.
I know. I don't know why I pushed it. I was just like...
adult films.
Which is funny that you say that, because we both talked the other day about how neither one of us have actually ever watched an adult film.
Never.
Guys, if you want us to...
We'll do a live watch.
We'll do a live watch. Well, maybe a live watch through the podcast where we watch and comment on it.
Yeah.
I don't know that I could. Amy, I don't know that I could.
I would hide under a table.
Me too.
We'd both be hiding under a table, trying to reach for the X.
Stop. Oh my goodness. True.
Depression can sometimes be a rational reaction. It's just a matter of how you cope with it at that point.
It really, really is. And I know sometimes I feel really bad saying that. You know, you hear, you can choose to be happy. You can choose to react how you're going to react to a situation. Because I don't want to downplay depression and mental health in any way, because I know it is a thing. I have lived around multiple people who have suffered from it.
As have I.
But I do think that you can, I know that you can, because I've done it in my own life. Mm-hmm. I can tell myself, you know what? You can sulk in this all darn day and continue to have a bad day. Or you can smile. Mm-hmm. You can choose to be happy right now and deal with it in a healthier way.
Yeah, be kind.
It's a hard choice. It is a hard choice to make. It is in no way something easy to do.
And sometimes you have to feel your feelings. Like yesterday, I had my first hard cry I've had in months and months. Mm-hmm. And I could tell when I was crying that I just needed it. Mm-hmm. Just, this stuff had been building up in me. And
it's a good thing to do.
Yeah, it's healthy.
It sucks when, the thing that happened to make you cry super sucks, but it's good to get that out sometimes. It really is healthy.
It's all you can do. And then the next day you're kind of like tired, a little hazy, a little like almost hungover from it.
Yeah.
But it's like a fresh start in a way. It's
Absolutely.
like I got that out of my system.
Yeah.
Now I'm clawing my way out of this hole.
Heck yeah. I feel like yesterday both you and I had pretty rubbish days.
Yeah, it was a Folie do another one of our weird little things where it's the same thing that happens.
Yeah. And I feel like that I should have cried and that, that our family should have kind of been weeping a little bit, but we just talked and we got through it and it's all good now and it's still sucky situations, but I might cry later. I don't know. I've got some wine in me, so maybe, that's...
We maybe just need to have you watch a bunch of really sad videos.
I used to never cry at movies, videos. Nothing made me cry. I don't think until I had McCartland that I ever cried at a movie. And I can remember the first movie that made me, P.S. I Love You.
I've never seen it.
Oh my God, don't. I can remember sitting there with little Mackie, brand new out of the womb. Oh. And I would...
Your hormones are going crazy.
Oh, yeah. And while I was nursing him, you know, they wake up every couple hours. And through the night, I would start a movie on my laptop. And I would just... You know, every time he got up, I would watch a little bit of the movie until he was done feeding and then go back to sleep and then same thing over and over. Well, I watched that and it was the worst. I just cried and cried and cried. And I do it all the time now. Everything makes me cry.
Yeah, everything. You cry really easily. I kind of envy that. People who can cry really easily.
I can totally cry.
There are some movies that...
Although I haven't in a long time.
Oh, I'm going to make you cry as a friend.
Thank you.
The last movie I remember really making me cry, and this is kind of weird, but have you seen I Am Legend?
Yes.
The part... Sorry, spoiler guys, skip ahead 15 seconds.
Well, I'm sorry. If you haven't seen I Am Legend already,
you know what?
It's your fault.
Yeah. Okay? Deal with it.
Deal with it. Sorry, guys.
This is how we talk to our listeners when we're drinking White Claw and Screw Top wine. This scene where his dog is his only friend in this post-apocalyptic world, and he loves that thing so much, and it's like the only thing keeping him sane. It gets bit by one of those stupid zombie vampires.
You're the worst.
And he holds it until it dies. And then he has to strangle it himself.
Yes. No.
And Will Smith's acting in that scene is so amazing. It's just his face.
Yeah.
It's just his face. And he's like, his eyes are just tearing up while he's doing it. And I was in the theater just losing my mind.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Let's all pass around some... happy pills now.
Yeah. Have you... Oh my gosh. What movie is it? I'm going to have to look it up. Is it called The Box?
Oh.
What was it? I don't remember. But it was... Oh, shoot. I have to find it. Move along. Ask a question. Talk about something. I'm going to look at this.
I'm kind of feeling... Because we didn't feel like we knew exactly where this episode was going to go. But then we were like... Beep it.
I'm going to have to beep it out.
We're like, let's just start recording. Beep. Beep. And the one thing that I came up with today was I was thinking about the very famous book or blog post. I think it was maybe a blog post that turned into a book written by, her name is Bronnie, wait for it.
Paper towels?
Bronnie.
Sorry. I'm really sorry.
And she's got real big muscles.
Ooh.
Bronnie Ware. And she was an Australian nurse who spent several years as a nurse for people who were dying. And she would take care of them in the last 12 weeks of their lives.
She was like a hospice nurse?
Yeah.
Hospice. The flowers that grow in your grass.
They wouldn't let her go.
Those flowers, those beautiful green flowers.
Hostas.
Yes.
Wait, are those flowers? I thought they were greenery.
It's just greenery, but they do flower.
Oh, okay.
Every plant blooms.
She was a
hospice.
She was a hospice.
I know some words, guys. Okay.
And you just learned 2 other words in the process.
Jeez. Wait, what words?
A hosta?
I know what a hosta is.
Yes. I was talking to our listeners.
Oh, sorry. What is happening? There's going to be...
We are having our first fight now.
It's happening.
Yeah.
I like our fights.
You insult my grapefruit juice.
Did you make the grapefruit juice?
This is disgusting.
I never...
And you slammed it down.
I didn't. Did I?
Yeah.
I did?
No, I don't think you sort of placed it in an aggressive way.
Oh, okay.
It was controlled.
Okay.
But it was very frightening.
That probably did happen.
I was shocked.
That makes me feel good, though.
I'm still shaking.
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it is good to intimidate people.
I'm super mean.
You are. And nobody sees it coming.
No.
Not even you.
I've actually had people say that they're intimidated by me.
I know, isn't that weird?
It's so weird because I am the least, I feel like in my mind anyway, least intimidating person that there is. How are you intimidated? It's my hooded eyelids.
No. It's not your eyelids.
It's my sharp eyebrows. I don't know.
No, your eyebrows are perfect.
Thank you.
It is because you are so pretty.
Oh, pish.
And because you have those tattoos. And you're very composed from the outside.
From the outside. I like how you added that because we all know better in real life.
So people see you and they're like, well, she could be one of those yogurt beeps.
Who I saw today, she was working in the daytime.
Oh, no. Now we can never go and enjoy ourselves.
I know.
We went back to that coffee shop and the girl was super mean again. Like, crazy.
Oh my god, the tiniest bunny I've ever seen.
Oh, is it okay?
I hope so, but Jake's alive.
Oh.
He's not outside though.
Okay. Well, Jake being alive doesn't necessarily mean...
No, it means dead bunnies and kittens.
Oh, no.
He is the nicest dog that there ever was, but he's like the
Looney Tunes character?
Mice and Men.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, oh my god, of Mice and Men. No, that's the band.
No, Of Mice and... Wait, is it Of Mice and Men the book?
Yes, Of Mice and Men. Dear God. Somebody help us.
Modest Mouse?
No. Oh my God.
So, your dog is like the band?
Huh?
No.
Yes. No, he's like, he's a little stronger than he thinks.
Exactly. That's the way Max is, too. He tries to play with the beautiful little woodland creatures that
of Monsters and Men. Isn't that the band?
Monsters and Men, maybe.
Monsters
Inc.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I told you that was a powerful drink. So we were talking about this.
I don't drink much. I'm sorry.
I don't either.
I really don't.
No, and when you don't drink much, even like a drink and a half can just really...
Because that's what it's been in reality. It's been a glass of wine and like a few sips of this grapefruit crap.
We're not... Jeez.
Sorry.
It's gonna make me cry again.
You didn't make it.
I know, but
I
brought it to you as a gift from my heart. I actually remember when you walked in here and you were holding the grapefruit one, I was like, that's an interesting choice. I thought she would have taken the cherry one.
I hate cherry.
Oh, you hate cherry?
I hate cherry. I love bean cherries. I love to eat them all summer long.
Like fresh cherries?
Yeah, but not maraschino cherries. You are a devil amongst candied fruit.
Yes, you are. And if you like them, you're sick.
You're a sicko.
Actually, Ransom really loves them.
Mary Jane does too. They're not sick. They're kind of sick. They're twisted a little.
That's okay.
We did make them.
We made them.
I didn't make her, but I could have. I've made her what she is.
Exactly. You're like her
I may not
manager.
have like grown her,
Mm-hmm.
but I have made her.
Yeah, and you guys make a lot of...
I'm her manager, is that what you said?
You're her handler. You represent her. I hope you're getting royalties.
I know. Actually, it would be really awesome to think that because she is a really smart cookie. I have nothing to do with that. I can honestly say that because I am not nearly as smart as that girl is.
You're super smart. But every time I talk to her, she's like, oh, I love this Shakespeare play. And oh, have you read this book? And
Tell me about it.
You little magical child.
She really is.
Yeah.
She's something special, for sure.
She is. And she looks a lot... You guys make a lot of the same faces.
We do have a lot of similar mannerisms. Is that the word?
Mannerisms.
Faciarisms? Are mannerisms this?
I think you're mixing up mannerism and aneurysm.
Mannerism. That's the word. This is a mess.
This is such a mess.
I love it.
So we were talking about the top 5
mannerisms. Now I see.
Please list all the new vocabulary you've learned by the end of this episode. You just made a new word. It's the face you make when you're having an aneurysm.
What was the word that I made up the other day that Josh gave me a hard time about?
Yeah.
By messaging you, thinking that you were going to make fun of me.
On your side, or on his side.
And
no.
you were not.
Mm-mm.
It was,
You combined 2 words in a very clever way.
Yeah. Unlike mannerism, which was a complete...
It was a happy accident.
It was not serendipitous in any way.
It was born out of a creative brain.
Yeah, I guess.
Didn't know its own power. Ooh, so these people...
I just want to say that I went to Sarcoxy High School.
Okay,
that's my excuse,
the fact that she is a successful businesswoman
is...
The fact that she can tie her own shoes
is just... so true. I'm sorry. That's not true. I love all of you.
Yes, and you're all brilliant, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Sarcoxy, I don't know how to spell that, and I bet you do.
Sometimes.
I hope so. You know who didn't die of a brain aneurysm? Mannerism. These people in the hospice care.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're so sorry because I keep trying to bring it back to the most depressing, lame topic. And you keep distracting me. Okay, she's looking really serious. A little frighteningly so. Do you think I ever intimidate people? I asked that so hopefully.
Yes, Amy.
Are you intimidated right now?
Right now, no. Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Amy, your brain is so big.
It's very lopsided.
That's true.
The word side is overgrown. The number side is...
Sometimes the word side is overgrown.
Holes.
Sometimes you say things like gowls. Right?
Yeah, I used to think that the word ghouls was pronounced gals. And this was like as an adult. I was finally corrected.
I think that's, I mean...
If you look at how it's spelled...
It only makes it... The same could be said for a lot of things,
yeah.
so...
I believe I had only read it and never heard it once in my life. Until I mentioned ghost and gals.
To your
To
husband.
my husband. My boyfriend at the time.
And he still married you.
He must have done it out of pity.
After my last comment, the mannerism thing, I'm never getting a husband.
Oh, that's... If you do, though, and I plan on giving a speech at your reception, I'm going to talk about mannerisms.
Oh my gosh. I wonder how annoyed we are making people right now.
I know. Like, are they still... I mean, if they're still listening, if they're still with us...
25 minutes in?
We have not talked about
anything. Sanghavi is going to listen to this and be like,
Sanghavi.
I'm staying in Europe. These fools don't deserve me.
Back over the ocean. Yeah, Sanghavi is just living it up in Harry Potter world.
You're a wizard, Sanghavi.
This is like drunk history, but without the history.
I want to be on that program.
Oh, you'd be so good.
So badly.
Just give her half of a White Claw and she'll be good to go.
I laugh every time I watch that show.
It's genius.
It's so good. And it has so many wonderful guests.
Yeah, you learn a lot.
Yeah, you do.
Well, no. That part was total bullshit.
Exaggerated a little.
Dang it. Are we bleeping shit?
Meep.
That's not an answer.
I can't decide because
You did say it once.
Episode, I said, I think it's, did I say ship?
Yeah, when I said from sea to shining sea.
Oh, yeah.
We can talk about it later.
To shining sea. I told a friend about that story the other day, and she was like, she's known me for a few years now, and she was utterly shocked and surprised. I don't know how that would come out of my mouth.
Really? I wasn't at all surprised.
I know. But she was like, you use that as a pickup line? What?
Melody told a boy that he was... Can I say it now? I mean,
sure.
Because this is like the podcasting equivalent of vague booking. This whole episode.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, this thing happened that made me cry. And this other bad thing happened. And I said this thing, but it's an inside joke, but we're still going to talk about it.
It's true.
Yeah. Melody said to a boy that he was the cutest from sea to shining sea.
Yeah, guys. I quoted America the Beautiful to show my admiration towards somebody.
I thought it was beautiful.
Thank you.
It was...
And I think, you know what? Obviously that boy does not deserve my admiration.
Any boy who wouldn't appreciate that, I would appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, sea to shining sea.
That's a long way.
A long freaking way.
And I don't think that he's the most adorable from sea to shining sea anymore.
I don't either.
It kind of tainted it a little.
Mm-hmm.
Is taint a bad word?
I thought about that when you said it. It can be.
It can?
Well, not a bad word. I think it's slang for the area. Are we educating you now?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I think it's the slang for the area between your cock and your
No.
Not yours, of course.
Mine is called a tank. Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Dad. If you're still listening, which I highly doubt. Doreen, you probably are.
I know my mama is. She's so supportive and sweet.
She's probably gonna wish she could bring us some coffee right now.
Uh-huh.
It might be a good time for a break from our sponsor.
That's right. Let's do it. I actually could use a little bit of wakening from our sponsor right now. So.
Oh, that would be perfect for us right now.
Yep. Let's have a word.
It's 3 p.m. You're hunched over your desk, trying to appear as though you're thinking hard about work, because your fingers are too tired to type.
It's 6 a.m. You're half out of bed, half-heartedly reaching for your running shoes while trying to stay under your comforter. The snooze button is halfway to seducing you.
Ooh. It's been a rough day. You're reaching for the cookie dough and didn't even bother to grab a spoon. Somebody stop me, your mind says.
You're about to send a tipsy Facebook message to your boyfriend from the 5th grade, reminding him you two never really officially broke up.
What do all these scenarios have in common?
They're all times you need a good slap.
The folks at SlapStation saw the need for mildly comic violence in our everyday lives and set out to fill the gaping hole in the market.
Visit SlapStation.com, not a real website, for everything you need to get started, including our patented Slap Happy glove for both righties and lefties.
And for Folie listeners, you can download our free instructional video to get you started slapping your loved ones and even yourself.
Learn techniques, including the slap of inspiration, the don't touch those fries, and a perennial favorite, the get a hold of yourself slap for the hysterical person in your life.
SlapStation.
Make slaps happen. Happy. Oh. Make slaps happy.
That was dumb.
SlapStation?
Not responsible for any lawsuit or personal injury.
Hey guys.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you for listening to this word from our sponsor.
This was an exclusive preview.
For you, possibly 2 listeners. Who knows?
Who knows? I feel weird about trying to continue my segment now.
I'm so sorry.
No. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I took it down a road that it did not need to go down.
I wanted to go down that road.
It did naturally go down it.
And it was full of rocks.
Mm-hmm. It was wearing
Gravity
your
was
really
pulling it
fast
down.
skates.
Yes. Screaming the whole way.
And it didn't hit one pebble. Maybe hit a few pebbles,
Maybe, but nothing major. No bones.
no.
Didn't hit any bones.
Speaking of bones,
Oh, God.
Amy,
People die. Okay? It's going to happen to all of us.
do you want to hear something weird?
Yes.
So, my kid human, Mac, the other day he was at school, and he so proudly came bebopping out,
Oh,
got in the car,
bebopping.
bebopping. I said that last time, I'm pretty sure.
Did you? I like it. I think
Maybe
so.
I said rock steadying. I don't know.
No, I think you said bebopping. That's good. I like it. Keep
Okay.
it. Let's keep it.
So he came bebopping out of the school, hopped in the car, so excitedly, to tell me, Mama, we had chicken legs today for lunch, and I ate all of it. There was nothing left on the bone. It was dry.
Oh my gosh.
There wasn't a piece left, which is disgusting because there was like that gristle.
Yeah.
He ate it. He does it all
And
the time.
the veins?
Oh!
Oh my goodness.
I don't understand because I cannot.
No, this is why I
Mm-mm.
prefer boneless chicken.
No, this is
I
why.
don't want to feel like it came from a real creature.
Exactly. I use a fork and knife. People who know me know that I use a fork and knife for everything that I eat. Everything. So if I have to handle
Mm-hmm.
a piece of chicken like that, it's not going down pretty.
It's disturbing.
It's probably not going down at all.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
You've been using a fork and knife for your wine.
Yeah, I am right now. Ting, ting, ting. You hear it? So he tells me, yeah, I ate it all. Whole thing. And guess what? What, baby? I saved the bone for Jakey. Pulls out a chicken bone. He was right. Completely void of any meat, any veins, any cartilage. Completely clean.
That must have been in his pocket for hours.
It was in his pocket for half a day while he was at school. And bless his heart, he had no idea that we couldn't feed that to our dog.
Yeah, your dog would choke for sure.
Right. So it's now sitting on our mantle because I had the idea in my head that we would cut it lengthwise with like, I don't know, some kind of saw.
Yeah, I'm sure
Fancy-ass
some
saw.
implement exists for that.
Yeah. And that we'd be able to show him that the bones are kind of hollow and splinter.
And then one day he'll be a scientist who
Exactly.
does bone stuff. And
Possibly.
he's famous for it.
Well, as of right now, there's not one chicken bone on our mantle, but we discovered that there are now two. I don't know where the second one came from.
But if it's like the Iron Giant and the pieces of the chicken are coming back together.
I love that movie
I do
so
too. That made me
much.
cry.
Me too.
He chose to be
And
good.
the Brave Little
He
Toaster?
chose. Brave Little Toaster, I haven't seen it.
Oh, you need to. Yeah, so there are two chicken bones on our mantle right now. I have no idea where the second one came from, but I think that he's collecting them proudly
You know
as
what?
trophies.
He's about maybe a decade away from being on Hoarders. Your boy is going to be famous.
I hope so.
I mean, they got
It's the
people
dream.
hoard magazines, they hoard cats, they hoard I don't know what else, but I don't think I've heard of anyone hoarding chicken bones.
No, this is new.
It could become art. Have you seen some of the crap in the museum?
Yeah, I have. I really have. Dear God, I love our museum.
I do too. I'm so proud.
We are so lucky, Amy, to think
We
about
live minutes from a world-class art museum.
literally a walk away,
Yes.
a walking distance away from a world-class art museum. I love more than anything when I'm walking around, what's the word?
Hallways?
Nope. Outside.
Streets? Sidewalks? Paths?
Paths. And I always see people stopped at the love statue, you know?
Yes.
And I've seen it hundreds of times
It's
by
a
now.
perennial favorite.
But it, yes. But everybody is always gathered around it, taking pictures by it. And it's so fun to see that, like,
Did
it
you
means.
make that statue?
I did. You're welcome.
I had no idea.
I know.
I cannot wait to tell everybody.
You should.
Okay.
But don't mention my name.
I won't.
Because it's not true.
I'll just tell them I made it.
Okay.
We're basically the same person.
That's true. That is true.
You were saying you're proud of the people by the love statue.
I know. I just love watching people walk around and enjoy the things that we get to see and possibly take for granted every single day. I love that museum so much. Every time I go, Amy,
it's magic.
I cry.
You do every time.
I'm not kidding you.
I don't doubt it.
There's something about it. Just the ambiance. Mm-hmm. The smells, it's feel.
It's natural. It's beautiful. They didn't want to tear down any trees.
And the trees that they did tear down, they used for the booths, the stools, the benches. Benches. That's the word.
It's like a chicken bone, a chicken leg.
It's true.
They used every part, and the parts that they didn't eat.
Ew.
They saved and made into benches.
It's beautiful. It really is a great place. You need to come to Crystal Bridges.
We're lucky.
We are very lucky. I love it. A museum is one of my favorite places on earth.
Me too. And we go there all the time.
I like to go by myself as often as possible.
I've never been by myself.
It is my favorite. You need to do it because it feels...
Can we do it together?
We can. We could possibly start on opposite ends.
Oh, yeah.
And like meet each other in the middle for coffee afterwards. And then pass and go... to the opposite end.
We don't know each other.
Yeah, like
we can wear trench coats. And
two lost lovers, but we're not lovers.
We're not,
but we are lost.
Don't get any ideas. But not you. I'm talking to our listeners.
No.
I love the idea. Let's go alone together right now.
Okay. Goodbye.
See ya, suckers.
Just kidding. We've still got 15 minutes to go.
Oh my God! Strap in.
Strap in if you haven't already, and strap on.
If you haven't already, press the eject button. That doesn't happen anymore. So, do you want to try my new segment?
Yeah, what is it?
It's called No Regrets.
Ooh.
And it's only funny if you can read the word because I misspelled it with an A.
Ooh.
Get it?
Yeah.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Yeah.
No rugrats.
No regret. No regret. Kind of a... Yeah, so we're talking about the top 5 regrets of the dying.
Ooh.
And the reason why you seem surprised.
Because I was like, oh, I forgot that you told me that that's what we were doing.
Okay.
And I was
you
like...
You seem genuinely shocked.
I was genuinely shocked. Because I was like, what things am I not going to regret right now? Do I not regret? I don't regret...
Recording this conversation
right now.
I don't regret listening to it. Future Amy,
I might regret that.
I'm pretty sure you do regret it.
Right now, you are hiding in a hole.
Walking around wincing. Amy, future Melody, take solace in this. You're
Never
the only
drink
ones
again.
listening.
You are the only ones listening. It doesn't really matter. And Mommy, thank you.
Yes, we don't expect this podcast to take off for another 2 to 3 episodes.
At least.
Then we'll be in the new and noteworthy, and we'll have to sober up for every single episode.
Mm-hmm.
We don't,
we're not advocates.
Condone.
Yes, condone.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
advocates. We're not advocates for condoning drunk podcasting, because we're not drunk. We're just tipsy.
We are not drunk. Listen, if I was drunk, you would know it.
Oh, you would know it because you just hear snoring for 60 minutes.
Yeah. But we are a little bit tipsy, and we are willing to admit it.
Because we've had a hard week. Did we mention that?
Also because we just kind of wanted to, and we're big kids now.
It's fun.
And we can.
Yeah. It's fine.
It's fine.
We have a French press in the kitchen.
Neither one of us have addictive personalities, except when it comes to the things that we really, really like and that we're addicted to.
Healthy things.
Healthy addictions.
Like Panda Pop. like Jane
Breath
Austen.
of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. And...
Ooh, Jane Austen. I am getting... Emma is just... When it's not another 13 podcasts that I listen to, I turn on Emma.
Do you?
Yes, I have been.
Emma Woodhouse. Handsome, clever, and rich. Had lived nearly 21 years in the world with very little to distress or vex her.
Oh, dear God. I don't know how.
It's weird.
It's so weird.
I don't know. I had a summer where I listened to Emma on audio about 7 times. I got so obsessed with it. I wanted to memorize every word.
You wanted to... I think you did memorize every word.
I memorized.
Don't feel bad about it. It's only me, and I'm sure mine are blue too.
I'm not going to open my mouth.
Bluetooth. I know why that's a thing.
That's a thing because of wine.
Oh. There was a 10th century king.
Oh, what?
That brought together Norway and Denmark in his name.
It's Bluetooth?
Yes.
What?
And that is why they named it Bluetooth.
That should be a dragon's name.
I know!
Because he brings things together.
Because he brought the two together. And just like Bluetooth brings computers and telephones and telephones and telephones and telephones and cars together.
And you guys listening to this on your Bluetooth, you're Norway.
I need you to thank Sir Captain King Bluetooth the third or fourth. I have no idea, actually. But I know that that's true because I read it.
His venerable majesty. I thank
Perennial, even.
His perennial majesty. I apologize for the nose noises.
I don't.
So this is actually a fitting one, okay? The first regret of the dying. I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. This was the most common regret of all. When people realize that their life is almost over and look back clearly on it, it is easy to see how many dreams have gone unfulfilled. Most people have not honored even half of their dreams and have had to die knowing that it was due to the choices they had made or not made. Health brings a freedom very few realize until they no longer have it.
Amy, that could be the description of our damn podcast right now.
Exactly, right?
Because, I mean, and maybe we're not actually, like, making that very clear. But
we're trying. We're 7 episodes in. 7's a lucky number.
Yeah, we're trying to get there. Like, listen, when we first decided on this podcast, it was our dream to do this podcast. You know, we decided that we had to do it, and our idea was that we were going to make it based on learning everything. But then we realized that it wasn't organic enough. If we wanted to learn something, we wanted to learn it organically. We wanted the fire to be naturally lit beneath us.
It's true to ourselves. That is what it is.
Exactly. And it's so... I can definitely say that if I were to die today, this would not be one of my regrets. Because I may fly by the seat of my pants. And things may not get completed always.
That's who you are.
But that's who I am, and I am okay with it. At least I tried, and at least I dipped my toe in.
Yeah.
And that's enough. That's enough for me. It may not be for everybody, but it is for me. Yeah.
That's jumping from puddle to puddle.
And I can tell you what. I literally and figuratively love jumping in puddles.
I do too. I have.
I don't even need rain boots. I just freaking love it.
Do you jump in it with bare feet? I used to do that as a child.
I do it with bare feet or just whatever shoes I have on at the time.
One of my favorite memories as a child was when our rain gutters, or not rain gutters, but like the sides of the road would get flooded.
The ditches.
Yeah, and we would just play in the flooding water.
Same here. Totally could have been swept away. Probably pretty dangerous.
Probably super dangerous. Probably water moccasins in there. But we would catch crawdads.
Oh, I know. Me too. Crawdads, tadpoles.
To sundown doing it.
Same here. I wish that we lived in the same town together.
I know. We would have been friends.
But I know that, I think we met at a really great time.
That's true. You know what kind of makes me sad? I thought about this earlier.
Oh.
I was like, I've only known Melody for a few years.
But think about this. Were you finished with that?
Oh, no, I'm making a weird face because my nose is stuffed up.
Oh, we've only known each other a few years, and we've only really become close over the last, not even a year.
Yeah, maybe like 6 months.
I think it's been a little longer than, about 6 months probably, I bet.
Maybe 7.
But possibly 8.
Yeah. We'll go with 7 because it's the number of this podcast. But it could be 8.
Ooh, I like that. But think about how close we've become in that time.
Mm-hmm.
think of all the years we have left.
I know, because we're barely started.
We're barely started. We could have a 50-year friendship.
We're going to be those crazy-ass old ladies.
We're like Rosemary and Thyme.
We are. I need to watch the rest of the first
I
episode.
The first one. I got to maybe episode 3, and then it was done. But I could see us being those batty old broads together.
Or Sherlock and Watson.
That's right. You're Sherlock. Sherlock. See? Proof right there.
But see, Watson was brilliant.
He was, in his own.
He was the more highly functioning in society one.
So then that wouldn't be me.
No, I don't function well. Thank God I work from home.
Me?
Speaking of being true to yourself, I used to think that I should work in a cubicle.
You did?
Yeah, and it destroyed my soul, even the thought of it.
Why did you think you should?
Because
You
I
just
thought that was what being a grown-up and working as a writer meant.
Yeah. Yeah. That you were destined to work in a cubicle.
I had to do it on occasion, but I worked for a rather large company that shall not be named. And every one of those days, I love that you hate that drink so much and yet you're still drinking it.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. It's wonderful. Those days were each the worst days of my life. And I think about people who have to do that every day, and maybe they don't mind, because maybe that's true to them, but it was not true to me.
Yeah, and that's the thing. What's true to you may not be true to the next person, but that's okay. It would be a super boring-ass world if all of our dreams were the same.
Now, I don't want to say that and make somebody feel really, really bad about working in a cubicle.
My mom works in one, and she absolutely, kind of a cubicle. She's advanced from that. She's in like a radio room now.
Ooh,
but
radio room.
Yeah, she works for the electric company. And so she takes like the trouble calls and she dispatches the linemen.
Oh my goodness, that sounds important.
It is important. It's very important.
Yeah.
And she loves it. She absolutely loves it. So I couldn't see her doing anything else.
Yeah,
could I do it?
People,
Meh.
No,
But
that's what she was made to do.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I think she was made to be an artist living off in some far off land, because she really is amazing.
Let's whisk her away.
I want to.
Let's all whisk ourselves.
Whiskers. Cats.
Whiskers.
Kittens. Lion. Puma. My new shoes. Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, are we saying bye? Really?
No. That's silly.
So over the next 5 weeks, I'd like us to cover these 5 regrets.
Yeah.
And ways that we're going... I didn't prepare you to come up with ways that you were going to do the things you were going to do, but I feel like the first one's pretty obvious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one good step towards not regretting not being true to yourself is this podcast.
I agree. This podcast, and just... it's hard. We are so pressured.
Yes.
To fit into these molds and these ideals of what success is and what beauty is, what likability is, all of those things.
That's true.
And I mean, it's hard not to care about any of them, but you know what? Don't give a crap about any of them. Do you feel good about yourself?
Take enough time alone with yourself to figure out what you actually like.
Yeah.
Some people don't even know.
I was just going to say, do you even know? Do you even know what you really like?
Or do you just know what your parents wanted you to do?
Or what you felt you should be doing, because that's what grown-ups do, and that's what your next step is.
Yeah. No. Steps are not linear.
No.
Sometimes we walk in circles.
Have you ever seen one of those spiral staircases?
Yeah. Those people are going up. It may look like they're walking in circles, but hey, we just stumbled upon a brilliant metaphor for life.
That is so true. We are so smart, Amy.
Oh my gosh, we are on a spiral staircase.
It's like you're a poet and that I am a really good bullshitter.
Yeah, which is the same thing. Let's be honest.
True.
And that leads right into the second one, which we don't have to cover yet, but I'd like us to all be thinking about it. This is our homework.
Yeah.
I wish I hadn't worked so hard. That's the second one. And that one really breaks my heart.
That one's a hard one because there's such, I do think that a good work ethic is hugely important.
I agree with that.
But it is not something that should devour your life. It's not something that should cause you to lose relationships.
Ideally, it should blend in with your life because the work that you do is meaningful to you. And then it doesn't feel like you're just toiling. You may be working hard, you may be tired, it may not always be fun.
Right.
But deep down you feel good about it.
And I think I think a lot of people are not hashtag blessed enough to have that opportunity.
Yeah.
But if given that opportunity, I say leap for it. Like with everything you have, because it makes life so much more enjoyable. And luckily you and I are able to do that because of ourselves and because of the people who are around us helping us.
And our lifestyles. I mean, I sound like I'm tooting our own horns here,
but toot.
If we wanted bigger houses and more expensive cars and designer clothes and vacations, yeah, we couldn't do all of that and have the jobs that we have.
Right.
But we'd be freaking miserable.
We'd be miserable because that's not the dream I'm chasing. Nope. I'm not chasing a big old house. I'm not chasing fancy clothes. Clean. That's right. And you can get some really good clothes at Plato's Closet.
Oh my gosh, this is the only place I shop.
Me too.
I wish they would sponsor us.
I mean, it's not bad to want those things.
No,
it isn't.
If those things truly make you happy, like some people, that's all they want to do is they want to travel, and they may work their asses off just so they can do it, and that's their thing.
Yeah.
You know, or maybe to some people a car really is important, or a big house. I'm not judging that.
No,
but I'm saying for me, knowing that I don't have to do all those things, it gives me a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
To not try to chase promotions or higher paying jobs.
Yeah.
It gave me the freedom to turn down a job a while back. And I feel really good about it.
That is one of the most freeing things to be able to do is to tell somebody, no. Yeah. Just no. And
it's so hard to do.
It's so hard. But when you get to that point,
it's incredible.
It's so incredible because you're at a point where you realize that you are not controlled by external circumstances. Yeah. Circumstances.
Yeah.
Mannerisms.
Any of it.
None of it. No, it really is. I remember when I first started my photography business, I wanted to take every job that ever came to me because I felt like I needed to. Yeah. But the moment that I was able to say, no, because either they weren't my ideal client, they weren't who I was trying to attract to me, or it wasn't the type of photography that I wanted to do, I could say no, was like, that was a huge part of feeling successful. Yeah. Like, I don't have to do that. It's okay. It is freedom.
I agree. And, even in people who are in jobs that they don't like, but they may feel good about them for a different reason because this is supporting their family, or maybe they're paying off debt. I still think being able to leave at the end of the day, to switch off and to not check your email, all those things, and not feel like you're working constantly.
That's hard.
It's so hard. And there's so much pressure. And, maybe it's unspoken, but there's so much pressure to work constantly. It's considered a badge of honor.
I mean, it is, which is crazy. Which is crazy.
It is.
You should consider being able to take off and have vacations a huge thing, and spend time with your family and really enjoy your life.
I still think the French have it right with they take like 4 weeks of vacation. They have laws in place so bosses cannot expect emails from people on weekends. I mean, they really protect that.
That's one thing I still semi-struggle with. I still check my email, and I still feel the need that if I get an email on a Saturday or Sunday that I need to get back to them immediately, or they'll go to someone else. Yeah. But I don't anymore. For my photography business, I turn off my computer at 5.
Good for you.
And if I do get an email every once in a while, if it seems, if it's a wedding coming in, I may go ahead and email her if it's on a weekend or a weekday. But if it's a weekend, I'm most likely going to wait till Monday because more than likely, nothing's going to happen in that 2 days that's going to be so life-changing that she couldn't wait for 2 days. And if it does, then...
Most emergencies aren't. That's what the minimalists say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's true.
And you teach people what to expect from you. Mm-hmm. After a while, they're like, oh, I never hear back from her when I ride her on Saturday. I'm going to stop doing it. But as soon as you start teaching people that you'll jump as soon as they reach out to you, they're going to take it. Some people will take advantage of that.
Most people.
Yeah. Dinguses.
You big darn dinguses.
Not you guys. We love you guys.
You guys are all perfect.
Other people.
Other people, not you.
We're just expressing our feelings, which is number 3.
Ooh.
I wish I had had the courage to express my feelings. Another one that just breaks your gosh darn heart.
It does. Because we are so fearful of being rejected.
Yeah. It's a vulnerability.
It is. And, you know, I've learned a lot more recently over the last while that it's okay to do that. And sometimes it may not turn out like exactly like you want it to, but I didn't die. I'm still here.
And then you're like, oh, I could do this again. I'll be fine. I did it before and I survived.
And obviously it wasn't a worthwhile thing if it didn't turn out in my favor.
True.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like people say, I think you regret more the things that you didn't do, and I think you regret the things you didn't say more too. Now, occasionally I've said some things where I'm like, oh.
Shouldn't have done that.
I should have expressed that in a different way, maybe privately.
Yeah.
4, I feel like this podcast is definitely supporting, not only for the 2 of us or 3 of us when our darling Sangobi is here, but for the whole group of friends who hopefully we're growing. I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. Mm-hmm. What I love about the discussions that we have in our Facebook group, they're the kind of discussions that you have with friends.
Exactly.
That people stop having.
Exactly.
And that is so healthy, to talk about these weird little quirks and what random things that you love or random things that you hate.
It brings you down to earth. It brings everybody else around you down to earth.
It reminds you that we're all human.
We are all human. We all have peculiarities.
Oh.
That was a really hard one, especially after that last drink.
You really got it out.
Thank you. I love that I've had quite a few friends who maybe I don't speak with every day reach out to me to let me know that it feels like every time they listen to one of our episodes that they're sitting down with me and having a conversation. And that, to me, is so huge because I'm sitting here with you, who I love and adore and love speaking with every day. And I'm also speaking to all of you as well.
And I feel it when I'm talking into this mic. I feel like I'm talking to all of you.
Me too.
And I sure hope I am.
Hey, guys.
And the 5th one. Hello. I wish I had let myself be happier.
You can.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it. Let go of this puritanical idea that if you're too happy, you must be doing something wrong.
Yep.
Because chances are you're doing something right.
Or, you know, I think this often. I'm happy, so something must be coming up soon. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to think that way. I've gotten over that finally, where I'm just like, you know what? My life is good. I am happy.
To say it.
It's okay.
I know. It's like the superstitious thing. I've had that before, too. Like, oh, well, let's see what comes up next because this is too good to be true.
Yeah, exactly. But it isn't too good to be true. Bad things are going to happen, you know, regardless.
And good things don't cause them. And the happier you are, the more equipped you're going to be to deal with the bad things.
For sure. And I think that once you start realizing that it's okay to be happy and you're living more happily, that when you do, for instance, yesterday I had a really bad day, but I just kept thinking, wow, it's been a long time since I've had a rough day like this.
Yeah.
I love my life. It made me so much more appreciate all those really good days. And I know that sounds so cheesy.
No, it makes sense to think how rare it is to feel that way.
It's so true. And as long as you focus on that, you're good. Dudes, be happy. Let yourself.
Let yourself. It's the whole point of all of this, and it's not selfish because it makes you a better person.
No.
It makes you a more giving person.
Yep.
It doesn't make you selfish. It makes you less selfish.
It really, really, really does. It really
Unhappy
does.
people, unfortunately, and I'm not judging because I've been there, but unhappy people are self-centered people.
No, I absolutely agree. I have done more to make sure that I'm volunteering my time, that I am any extra time that I have some money that I can that I can donate. If I have something my services that I can volunteer, I'm much more willing and able to do it now and happy about doing it. And that makes me feel so much more fulfilled than any amount of money that I get, any amount of praise that I get. It just feels so good. I don't feel right if I'm not doing one of those things. It's
a virtuous cycle. It's like you enjoy it and you also know that it helps other people and it just builds on itself like a big old beautiful snowball.
It's a wonderful thing.
Oh my gosh. As I listen to this podcast, I realize that sometimes I may sound a little bit airy-fairy or hippy-dippy, and I never think of myself that way. But I think it's because I do talk about my feelings on this podcast.
Yeah.
And I do talk about strange things that maybe I wouldn't talk about in other places. But we all have those feelings.
Yeah.
Or if we don't, you're a robot, go ahead and unplug. We don't need your listen. Beep, beep.
So we have the wonderful Ransom and the marvelous Mac here with us. And they are going to tell us something that they think is weird. So, what is it, guys?
All of you guys know that dogs can't have chocolate. But really, they have to eat their whole weight to get really hurt.
So, what you're saying is that if a dog, like Jake's size, Jake is around 80 pounds.
80 pounds.
If he ate like a fun size bar of chocolate about this big, the little Hershey's chocolate that's like about an ounce of chocolate, would that make him sick?
Yes.
Would it kill him?
No.
What would it maybe do to him?
It would probably make him kind of sick.
Like maybe he had to poop a little.
Yeah, probably make him poop a little, but that's probably all. Because my teacher, a few days ago, her dog snatched a piece of chocolate, and it was probably about like the size of a ball,
like a quarter,
probably like a bouncy ball,
mm-hmm.
and the dog ate it, and she was freaking out, but she just called the vet, and he was like, "It's probably gonna be okay."
Probably gonna be fine.
Okay, so I have watched this Tomo News story, and I know this is fake because they just ate, like, these pugs ate a Hershey's Kiss, and then it showed a picture of the puss, I forgot.
Pug?
Yeah, pug, throwing up on the ground in the store.
Well, and the thing is, it might make them throw up.
Yeah.
They definitely shouldn't have
Chocolate.
It's not great for them. But in order for it to be lethal, which means it would make them die,
That won't happen.
it wouldn't happen until they ate a lot of it.
Yeah.
So a lot of people say chocolate is poison for dogs,
Mm-hmm.
and that causes dog owners to freak out.
But you know what is actually poison for dogs?
What?
They cannot ever have grapes,
Nope.
and they cannot ever have onions.
Is that real?
That's
Yes.
true.
Yes.
That's
What
weird.
the heck? Onions,
Ooh,
burn
we
them,
need that
right?
sound clip for something weird.
Heck?
I know why aren't onions bad for them to burn them? Don't they burn them?
I don't know. We'll have to look that up.
Why is there two lines? But I
does burn my belly sometimes.
I don't know why. I don't get it. I don't know why grapes are bad for them.
Their bodies just can't digest them.
But even though
Wait.
dogs are strong,
They are.
they're part wolf.
Mm-hmm. They all came from a wolf, right?
Yeah, they did. Wolves are stronger than humans.
Mm-hmm.
Humans can digest that kind of stuff, and dogs can't.
Because wolves, a few, like...
But there are certain things that dogs can eat that we can't.
That's
Yeah.
true. Like
What
their
is
own
that?
poop.
Like their own poop or raw meat.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or dirty food that has been rotten.
Yeah.
Or drink out of a creek, which
Yeah.
would probably make us sick.
Yep. Guys, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
I also have another fact about cats.
Go for it, baby doll.
So, cats can drink salt water.
They can?
Yes, they can drink salt water.
They can or can't?
They can.
And
Can't.
it won't hurt them like it would hurt us?
Their kidneys are really strong. So this is what he said: if a human was stuck on a desert island, a cat he would call for death, but the cat would call for a little drink.
You guys are the best.
You're crazy.
We love you.
Yep. Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
So if you haven't learned by now, I'm Melody,
I'm Amy.
and we are Folie.
We are. And we just went folly down a rabbit hole tonight.
Yes, we did. And I don't even care. I'm not even mad about it a little.
No regrets.
No regrets. I'm getting it tattooed on my neck. I don't even care. I have some pretty shitty tattoos as is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not agreeing with you.
Uh-huh. Yes,
I'm
you
that I'm
do.
listening.
No, but I do. And I don't care.
I want
It's
no
fine.
on one eyelid and regrets on the other.
You should get it tattooed as eyeliner.
Oh, let's go do that right now.
Or a mustache.
All of it. Every single one. We don't have
I'll
to
do a
pick.
mustache. You do the eyeliner.
Okay. And of course, tramp stamps.
Oh, yes. Which I
Wonderful.
already have. So
I feel left out that I don't have one yet.
we
Let's go
can make
fix
that happen.
Yeah.
I was a tattoo artist.
That's weird. We haven't even talked about that.
No, I could totally give you a tramp stamp.
Let's do it. Do you have any equipment?
Not anymore. I used to.
We can figure something out.
Yeah, I've got a... Well, you seem to always have a needle in your hat.
I like to keep sharp objects somewhere on my person.
Mm-hmm. And I've always got ink spewing through my veins.
And we've got duct tape.
Yep.
Which is always useful.
And I've got a really lightning fast
Oh, yeah.
pulsing
She's got
finger.
that pulsing hand.
Weird. Because I'm a robot.
It's impressive.
Mhm.
If you guys could see it right now, you'd be freaking out.
That is correct.
And we love you.
We do love you. So we're going to sign off.
Yeah. If you want to send us an email,
Mm-hmm. You can do so at
Folie.
dot
Duo.
at
Gmail.
dot com.
Or you can join our Facebook group
At
just by searching
mm-hmm.
Folie Do Podcast.
Mm-hmm. Folie Do Podcast on Facebook. We also have an Instagram. We have a YouTube.
Get it.
Get it done.
Get up in there.
Yeah.
We have some great talks, and we want to know what you think.
Yeah, we are getting ready to research having a blog website thing that we can put our show notes in if you're interested in that at all, and we can link to anything that we kind of spoke about, which is utter nonsense. So we would just be making
If you
shit
want
up.
to sort it all out later,
Mm-hmm.
try going to the website once it exists.
It doesn't exist right now.
And you know what?
But
We've
it will.
got our first giveaway coming down the pipeline.
Yeah, so we know you cannot wait for that.
And, oh, you guys, when Sangavi is back in town, we're working on a dance-a-thon.
We are going to have a dance-a-thon with the three of us, our own choreography.
What other podcasters do that? I'll tell you what, none of them.
Zero Buddy.
Yeah,
That's who.
that's who. Zero.
Zero.
So come dance with us.
Come dance with us. Come listen to us. Come, just support our team.
Yeah, we love you. We need you. We want you. And we like you.
We not only all of those things, but we adore you, and we are glad that you're alive.
Super glad.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you. And thank you, Melody, for talking.
Oh, Amy.
It's not said enough.
I know I don't often say it enough through my mannerisms, but you know what I realized?
What's that?
I say a lot of things wrong. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, say goodbye, good night. I hate to go and leave this pretty sight.
I love that movie.
It's my favorite.
Even the puppets.